Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. Today we're checking out 50 British slang words in 20 minutes.
Here we go with 50 British slang words. And our first one, alright. We use this as a common greeting, like hello. You would say, alright Jack, how's it going? And it just means hello. Now in the north of England, they might say, hey up, hey up. Hey up, mate.
Hey
and
up.
That is the same idea, the same principle, a common greeting. Hey up, Jack, how's it going? Right?
Hey up.
So, alright and hey up. Alright, you probably find across the country, whereas hey up, you'd find mainly in the north of England. Number 3, bairn. Bairn is a Scottish English word that means baby. Baby. So you might say, you wee bairn, so cute. You wee bairn, so cute.
You wee bairn, so cute.
Scottish accents you'll hear today.
You wee bairn, so cute.
Our next word, brolly. Now this is a shortened version of umbrella. Something that we use a lot in the UK.
Heard that.
It rains pretty much every day.
Damn, I forgot my brolly.
And it's raining outside. Our fifth word, chunder. Chunder is a great word and it means to be sick or to vomit, if you prefer.
I've heard that from the Men at Work song. I come from the land down under, where women something and men chunder.
So for example, last night we did so many shots and I chundered everywhere.
Chunder.
Oof. Number 6, corrie. This isn't so much a slang word as an affectionate name for a very popular TV soap called Coronation Street. So Coronation Street shortens to corrie. Now this soap is set in the north of England. It's very popular. It's on ITV. I used to watch it a lot as kids, although to be honest there is a bit of a north-south divide. If you're from the north of England, you're going to watch corrie, but if you're from the south of England, you're more likely to watch EastEnders, which is set in London. Let me try and do this in a northern accent. My mum loves watching corrie. My mum loves watching corrie. There you go. Bit of northern for you there.
Right.
I hope you're remembering these guys. We've learnt 6 words already. What do we have? We had alright.
Alright.
Hey up. Remember that one? We had bairn, the Scottish word. What else did we have? We had brolly, we had chunder, we had corrie, and now dab hand. If you are a dab hand at something, you are very skilled at that thing. So my dad is a dab hand at DIY. My dad is a dab hand at DIY. That means he's very skilled at DIY. Guys, so another British slang word with D is do, and this means party. So you could say party, but sometimes we prefer to say do. And this collocates with things like hen do or stag do, which are the parties that people have before they get married. So we put that into
so here we would call those a bachelorette party and a bachelor party. But you call it a hen do and a stag do. Wow, I've never heard that before, ever.
Or stag do, which are the parties that people have before they get married. So we put that into an example sentence. Are you coming to Tsunami's hen do? Are you coming to Tsunami's hen do?
Sounds like he's saying Hindu, like
to her
the religion.
Hen party, right? But it collocates with other words, right? So I've got a work do tonight, like I've got a work party tonight, or an office do, something like that. Now obviously this is a noun that's different from the verb do. Here's a great British phrase.
Ear-bashing.
Ear-bashing. Now this is also a noun, and this means angry criticism. And this is something I remember as a kid getting a lot in school, an ear bashing, right? So maybe you're all messing around in class and your teacher gives you an ear bashing for behaving badly. The teacher gave us an ear bashing for messing around in class. The teacher gave us an ear bashing for messing around in class. Okay, let's balance that one out with easy peasy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy just tells you that something is very easy to do.
Easy peasy.
Somewhat childlike, and you know, it's quite a playful term. I wouldn't use it very often, but a good one to know.
I feel like that was mentioned in the Guy Ritchie movie Snatch, maybe? Easy peasy.
The full phrase, of course, is easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I would never ever say that unless I was talking to a young child. But you might say, my driving theory test was easy peasy. Like it was really, really easy. We're on to F and a great verb. Fluff. If you fluff something, you make a mistake. So for example, if you are learning lines for a play, you say, I keep fluffing my lines, like I keep making mistakes. Maybe I'm forgetting the words or I'm saying the wrong words. Maybe you fluff a kick. So you're trying to kick a ball into the goal and you miss it. Oh, I fluffed my kick. Like I made a mistake. A really fun little verb there. Oh, this is a classic British phrase.
Full of beans.
Full of beans.
We sort of have that.
You are full of energy and enthusiasm.
Oh.
For example,
my first impression was that full of beans means like full of bullshit.
I woke up today feeling full of beans. Like I woke up with lots of energy and enthusiasm for the day.
Full of beans.
Doesn't always happen, but today, yeah, I'm full of beans.
I'm full of beans today.
G, really fun little
Gaff.
one. Gaff. This is not one that I've seen in textbooks or course books. This is real slang. Gaff. It's a noun and it means a house.
That's so weird. In the US, gaff would mean a mistake, kind of like fluff.
This is real slang. Gaff. It's a noun and it means a house. Do you want to come around my gaff after work? Do you want to come to my house?
Come around my gaff.
Our next phrase is not related to get your kit off. Or to get one's kit off. This means to take your clothes off so that you are naked. Yes. What a brilliant phrase. So example sentence. Come on, lads,
if you say so.
Get your kit off. Like, come on, lads, take your clothes off. Okay, are you remembering these phrases? What did Ben mean? Do you remember? What
Baby.
was Corrie? An
the show.
ear-bashing? If you need to, guys, rewind and watch this again.
I think
so
I got
that
it.
you remember. This is a video that's there for you to watch over and over again. There are 50 words, right? That's a lot of words. Maybe you want to watch this in bite-sized chunks, okay? So watch maybe 10 words at a time.
That's a good
It's up
idea.
to you. Do whatever you need to do to remember these words. H, hacked off. Which means annoyed or pissed off, that kind of thing, right? Oh, I'm so hacked off that I did get an invite to Marlon and Emily's wedding. I'm so hacked off I didn't get an invite to Marlon and Emily's wedding. Like, I'm really annoyed. I just realised I love all these phrases, and this one is particularly good. To have a go at someone. If you have a go at someone, you criticise. And sometimes it's unfair criticism. Dad had a go at me for forgetting Mum's birthday. Dad had a go at me for forgetting Mum's birthday. Of course, in that situation, it's probably fair criticism, but it's not always. Okay, here we go. This is probably one of the most famous British English phrases that is...
Hit me.
In it. That's right, guys.
I have recently heard that.
I love this word. It makes
in these videos.
So much sense to me. It's grammatically so clever. So it's a contraction of isn't it. So instead of saying London is the capital of England, isn't it? We would say London is the capital of England, in it.
In it.
In it.
In it.
And that just makes our life easier. We get rid of the contraction.
You're from Barcelona, in it.
Have to think about it and we just say in it. Now, these days, in it has replaced all of those question tags. So instead of saying, you're from Barcelona, aren't you? Well, instead of saying, aren't you, throw that away. You're from Barcelona, in it. You're from, you're from Barcelona, in it. Right?
That
and
would
it's
confuse
the same
me.
meaning as aren't you. Now, of course, this is very informal, right? So I don't suggest that you do this in your IELTS exam or at work, but in the right context, use in it. Why not?
All right.
Okay, we are marching on with another phrase. In the buff.
I think I've heard that.
In the buff. Love this phrase. And it means naked. It means naked. It's a kind of a fun, euphemistic way to say naked. So next week, I'm posing for an art class completely in the buff. Completely in the buff. So completely naked. Not true, just an example sentence. But what a great phrase to use. So if next time you want to say naked, but you want to do it in a kind of slightly politer, maybe more humorous way, you could say in the buff. Okay, J, here we go. Jammy. This is an adjective that means lucky in a sometimes undeserving way. So for example,
I'm very jammy.
Are so jammy. They always score in the last minute.
I'm so jammy.
They get lucky, and I don't think they deserve to be lucky. This is just an example sentence. So jammy, yeah, lucky, but maybe you're not deserving of that luck. Oh, this is a nice one. Jolly. It's an adverb, and it's a little bit old-fashioned, but we kind of use it to mean very.
I've heard that.
Oh, that's a jolly nice coat you've got there. That's a jolly nice coat. Jolly there means very, right? So a very nice coat.
Yeah.
A jolly nice coat. As I say, slightly old-fashioned. I don't think I would use it that often, but you would hear it, right? So very important to know,
I picture Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins saying jolly.
especially when you're in and around the UK trying to listen and understand what people are saying. Oh, this is a lovely phrase.
Keep your hair on.
Keep your hair on. If you tell someone to keep their hair on, you're telling them to calm down when they're getting angry. Now, from experience, I don't think that really works. In fact, if someone says to me, keep your hair on, that probably is going to make me more angry. But nevertheless, it's a phrase that we have. So, for example, all right, keep your hair on, I'll do the washing tomorrow. So you're telling your friend or your flatmate, calm down, I'll do the washing tomorrow. So keep your hair on, I'll do the washing tomorrow.
Keep your hair on?
As I say, if someone said to me, keep your hair on, I think that would get me more angry. And in fact, here's another phrase with a similar meaning. Get your knickers in a twist, or usually used in a negative sense.
I think I've heard that.
Don't get your knickers in a twist. The same thing, right? Calm down, don't get angry, don't get annoyed with me.
Don't get your knickers in a twist.
Don't get your knickers in a twist, all right? We'll get to the airport on time. So, calm down. Again, if you said this to me, I'd probably get more annoyed. Speaking of annoyed, we've got a word here that kind of means getting noisy and aggressive, and it's leery. Leery. It's an adjective. And for example,
these
there were two guys in the pub getting really leery, so we left. So there were two guys getting aggressive, noisy, maybe possibly physically violent. So we're like, we're just going to leave, right? They were getting leery. Here's another word with L, lippy. This is an adjective, and we use it when we say that someone is speaking disrespectfully to someone else. So
that sounds familiar.
I remember as a kid, in class, maybe being a little bit lippy to the teacher, so you'd be a bit disrespectful, a bit cheeky. Maybe you're trying to be funny, but you're not showing them the respect that maybe they deserve. So the kids in my class are so lippy to the teacher. Okay, we're on to M. Now this isn't necessarily a slang word, but it's a word that we use in Britain. To describe someone from Manchester, we would say Mancunian. Mancunian, or Manc as well. So for example, I've heard that most Mancunians support Manchester City. I've heard that most Mancunians support Manchester City. Controversial. Got a great adjective for you. Minted. Minted. This means rich or very wealthy. I didn't realise how minted Kwame's parents are. Like, his parents, really rich. Coming in with another Scottish word, nay. Nay. And this means no, right? So for example, I'll give you a lift to the station. That's nae bother. No bother at all.
No bother.
Right, it's no bother at all. In the comments below, guys, tell me just how bad that Scottish accent is. That's fine. I don't mind.
It's pretty good.
No bother to me. I don't mind. Okay, back on track with the verb nick. This means to steal something. So, a little confession. When I was 8, I nicked a pack of stickers from WH Smith. That is a true story, actually. Quite embarrassing. My mum made me take them back. But yeah, to steal. So to nick means to steal. We're on to O, and this, what a word. Oi! It's more of a sound than a word, really. Oi! It's an interjection we use often to get someone's attention. Oi! Oi, lads! I'm over here.
That sounds familiar.
Come over here. Right? Like,
I think I've heard that in a movie.
You might say, oi, what are you doing? Like,
oi!
Hey, what are you doing? It's a noise we make in many different situations. Yeah, to get someone's attention, to show we're annoyed, maybe. If we see, I don't know, sometimes if you see people kissing, you might be like, oi, oi, like look at them, like,
oi,
hey. So there's a lot of different situations that you might use.
Oi,
so my example sentence, oi, kids, dinner's ready. Like, hey, kids, dinner's ready. This next one is a classic British slang word, old bill. Now the old bill is the police. Now there used to be a TV series called The Bill that was all about the police. My example sentence, I've called the old bill and they should be here soon. So the old bill is the police. Alright guys, let's keep going with P and pear-shaped. If something goes pear-shaped, it goes wrong. It doesn't go as you have planned. So often we're talking about plans or activities. So for example, because of COVID, my plans to go travelling went pear-shaped. Because of COVID, my plans to go travelling went pear-shaped. And I'm sure for many other people, because of COVID, our plans went pear-shaped, whether it was wanting to go to university or moving house, whatever the thing was.
What's COVID?
A lot of people's plans went pear-shaped. Okay, our next word, to piss down. This is a phrasal verb, and it means to rain heavily.
Piss down.
So I might look out the window and go, oh, it's pissing it down outside. Oof,
gross.
It's pissing it down. Or maybe you might add the word with rain. So, oh, it's pissing down with rain outside. Like, it's raining very heavily.
It sounds gross to my ear.
Because of the word piss, it's a little bit rude. I don't know why I'm saying it quietly. You can still hear me. But maybe I don't want to say it too loud because it's a bit rude, right? You could just say it's raining heavily. Also, you could say it's raining cats and dogs. But to be honest, how often do I say that? Hardly ever. Compared to it's pissing it down, I would say that much more often. So yeah, a really natural, everyday phrase that we would use. Okay, our next one, queue jumping. This is a noun, and this is when you have a line of people, a queue, as we would say.
That would be my pet peeve.
Maybe to pay for something in a shop. And queue jumping means that you skip a few people
Not cool.
in that queue. So you go in front of people without their permission. Oof, this is almost the worst crime you can do in Britain. It's right up there with bumping into someone and not saying sorry. We love to do that. Queue jumping, please don't do it.
Don't do it.
But it's a useful phrase, don't I? And I couldn't do queue without quid. Quid is a slang word for 1 English pound.
I've always wondered what the difference was between a quid and a pound, but I never took the time to figure it out, and now I've just learned. This is great. It's like dollar and bucks in America. Wonderful.
Now it's uncountable, so we wouldn't have 5 quids. No. Take that S away. It's just 5 quid. So hey, can I borrow 5 quid? Means can I borrow 5 pounds? Okay, we're on to R, and our next word, reckon. This means to think. So my girlfriend reckons I should get a haircut. What do you think? My girlfriend reckons I should get a haircut. What do you think?
We have that word.
So reckon, like...
We have that word in the Southeast. People be like, well, I reckon I'll go feed the chickens. I reckon I'll head over yonder. We have that.
My girlfriend reckons I should get a haircut. What do you think? So reckon, like, my girlfriend thinks that I should get a haircut. Hey, whoa, I think it's all right. What do you reckon? Next word, ropey. This is an adjective, and this is when we don't feel very good. Kind of unwell. Are you alright, Marina? You look a bit ropey. Are you alright, Marina? You look a bit ropey. Like, you don't look very well. Oof. Or you might say, oh, I'm feeling a bit ropey today. Don't know what it is.
Ropey.
Like, I'm not feeling very well. It can also be used to mean like not good quality, right? So, that bridge there looks a bit ropey. Like, that bridge doesn't look very good quality.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell you what, guys, doing 50 British slang words in one video. I'm shattered. I'm shattered. That's our next word.
Shattered.
Mean very tired, right? So if you are shattered, you're very tired. We also say knackered, right? That's another British slang word. So let's put that into an example sentence. Oh, the kids are shattered. Let's put them to bed. The kids are shattered. Let's put them to bed. They're very tired. Let's put them to bed. Oh, this is a fun one. Skew with.
Skew with?
If something is skew with, it's not straight. So think about a painting on the wall, like the Mona Lisa.
Okay.
Now the Mona Lisa, they've hung it so she's...
We would just say askew, or we would say it's crooked.
She was like this, she would be skew with. So you have to put her straight, right? I've got 2 great ones for T, to take the piss out of someone. This means to tease or mock someone.
You guys love the word piss, huh?
So an example, my mates used to take the piss out of me for my terrible haircuts.
Take the piss.
Used to take the piss out of me for my terrible haircuts. That's a true story. I've had some terrible hair.
Your hair looks fine, sir.
I think they should take the piss out of me for it. I think thankfully my hair is a little bit more sensible these days, right? My other word with T is a noun, and it's a tight ass. A tight ass. And this is someone that doesn't want to spend money. They are a bit mean with their money.
We would say tight ass.
The opposite would be generous, right? If someone is generous, they don't mind sharing their things, their money, their time, whatever it is. A tight ass, the complete opposite. My old boss was such a tight ass. He never gave us a bonus. I've got 3 for you with a letter U. First one, undies. This is a noun and it's a kind of short, fun form of underwear. So, I haven't got any clean undies. Like,
Gross.
I haven't got any clean underwear. Our next word, uni. Uni is a noun, and it's short for, that's right, you guessed it, university.
Yeah, never heard that.
So I'm just going out to see my uni friends. Like, I'm going out to see my university friends. But uni,
Okay.
much easier to say, right? My uni friends. And a real classic British slang phrase, to be up for something. If you are up for something, you are keen to do something, or you want to do something.
We have that
We
phrase
often
too.
use it to make suggestions for activities. So, are you up for going to the cinema tonight?
That
Are you
sounds
up for going to the
normal to
cinema
me.
tonight? And you would say, yeah. I'm up for that.
I'm up for that. I'm up for that.
Yeah, I'm keen. I want
All
to
right.
do it. V
Oi.
is for veg. Veg is a short form of vegetable, right? So the classic British
I have heard
food,
that,
we would
but
say
we don't
is
say it
meat and
much.
2 veg. So meat and 2 vegetables. These
would
days,
say
I think
veggie.
our diet's a little bit more evolved than that. But yeah, that's the classic. Oh yeah, I'm a meat and 2 veg man. Here's another Scottish word, wee, and this means little or small.
We have that
Now,
word.
get ready for my Scottish accent again. So, for example, can I have a wee bit more wine, please? Can I have a wee bit more wine?
Can I have a wee bit more
little
wine,
bit
please?
More wine, that's right. I use this word a lot. I mean, my brother-in-law is from Scotland, so I've kind of absorbed it from him. But yeah, a nice little word to use. Our next word is well, and this is an adverb, and we use it in the same way as like very. So, for example, the new Mission Impossible film is well good. Like,
Yeah, we
it's
wouldn't say that.
very good. So it's a nice alternative to very. As I say, it's a slang word, very informal, but very nice to use. Okay, just a few more to go. This is so British. A whip round. What the hell is a whip round? Okay, let me explain. It's a noun, and it's when a group of people get together and they all put in money so that they can buy something for someone. So usually like like a present for someone. Maybe in your office, someone is leaving, so
I don't even know if we have a word for that in America.
their colleagues have a whip round, right? So everyone gives £10, whatever it is. And then with that money, that collected money, you then buy the gift for the person leaving. So to have a whip round. So for example, let's have a whip round and buy Joyce a leaving gift. Let's have a whip round and buy Joyce a leaving gift. Oh my goodness, we're saving the best for last. I love this phrase so much.
Hit me.
Yay big. Yay big. It's a phrase we use to show someone how big something is, usually with our hands, right? So for example,
I feel like we have that in the Southeast too. People say, oh yeah, it's about yay big, that cow over there.
my old TV used to be about yay big, and then you show them with your hands. Yeah, about yay big. Or you might say like, my little nephew is yay tall, like he's this tall. So we use this phrase to show the size of something. You've got to combine it with your hands though, right? It was yay big, or it was yay small, whatever the word is. We're almost there. This is the second to last one, guys. Yob. Now, a yob is someone that behaves in an aggressive, kind of anti-social way. It's not a good thing. So, for example, there were a bunch of yobs hanging outside my house last night.
Bunch of yobs.
Our last word, 0-hour contract. Now, this is something...
That's slang.
Now, this is a contract in which the company doesn't guarantee the employee any hours at all, okay? So a lot of companies have done this recently, and it's been quite controversial. So for example, I'm sick and tired of having a 0-hour contract. I want guaranteed hours.
I've never heard that phrase, but I'm sure we have an equivalent 0-hour contract in America. These corporations are trying to take advantage of us, y'all. You don't even know.
If you would like to learn more about British English accents, you can click on this video.
Oh, really interesting video. A lot of those I have never heard before in my life. A couple of them I have heard before. Very interesting. Thanks for the recommendation, y'all. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.